Okay. Yeah. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to go through 5 emails from everybody from like big national change down to the small mom and pop thing down the street. Just going to open them up randomly. I haven't looked at any of these yet. Typically, I would go through these fairly carefully. About once a week, I'll go through about 20 just to see what's coming through, what looks good, what experiments people are trying out. Um, what you're going to see is that by and large people are not experimenting with anything. It is a template, plop it in, hit send and go environment out there right now. Like there's nothing interesting. But I kind of want to show you why that is that it is. So yeah, I'm going to hand it off to the Dave that started talking like 10 minutes ago, and yeah, you want to look at some emails with me? This will be fun, I swear. Let's look inside my email inbox. So this is I got 97 unread messages, and just because it just needs to be out there. This is not how I typically manage my inbox. My inbox is usually very pristine. Everything is right in its place. But I have let this run for a day or two just without any filter of any sort because I wanted to really just see what was making its way through. Because sometimes I like to look at what people are sending in their marketing emails and either learn from it or make fun of it or just like roll my eyes at how bad it is. Because over the past, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years now, I've probably sent about 450 million emails. I mean, if you account all the personal emails that I write, and plus the the 10 email campaign drips that I put out every month for that dude that has a list of 200,000 people, and all that stuff, right? So I've designed and strategized and sent just way too much email. So I'm just gonna pick through like a handful of randos, right? I haven't read any of these. I have something that I have a Google filter set up that just like when something comes in from somewhere, it automatically reads it. But why not? Let's go into this. Cava, right? Cava, Mediterranean grab and go, kind of like Qdoba, but for Mediterranean. So their promotion. Yep, Cava dips are now on sale. Very specific person would like look at that and be like, dude, I have to open this. So yeah, you can now buy them in Whole Foods. What a surprise, for a limited time. So I actually like when this is not a static image. I like the I like the GIF component, right? And it's bright. I like the colors. Like, so the colors are good. The aesthetic is good here. You got your order now right at the top, right? Call to action. In fact, this whole thing is the same button, right? So you want to click on this, but it doesn't matter. You click on this, you can click on the picture. It'll probably go to the same spot. This whole thing is just one image. That's pretty sophisticated. Level up every bite. Your fave Cava dips and dressings are on sale at Whole Foods. Stock up now to bring big flavor anywhere summer takes you. Shop this stuff. And that's it. That's it. I wanted to make fun of this one because I don't know. The subject line, it's doing what it's supposed to do. I'll give this a B plus actually. Like this, they were announcing one thing and they asked us to do one thing. Order these, go buy these things. So that's, yeah, we'll give Cava a B plus. Congratulations. I'm still deleting this though. But now I know. Something else. Let's see. SAA House. I live in Asheville. SAA House is just down the road from me. It gets caught up in the unroll me unsubscription thing, so that's probably why it's here in my promotions. How sauna can help you survive the summer heat. That's I don't do well in the heat. I'm definitely a cold cat, indoor cat. So yes, I want to know how to survive the summer heat. Not a fan of emojis in subject lines. In general, this would be something I'm interested in, right? I am only signed up for their emails because I went there once, right? And that's I guess the business practice now. Like you buy one product, you go to a place once, you even think about something, and you wind up on their email list. So, okay, so we got a sweaty chest, collarbone. Um, lean into summer with heat acclimation through sauna and okay, so this is an invitation just to read their blog, which goes, always goes to the website, and then will prompt me to probably book a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's okay, it may seem gradual, but with every session you start to see a difference as you build up tolerance to the heat. And the irony with every session, by the time you've built up that tolerance to heat, it's November and it's not hot anymore. So that's where they get you. So this is definitely, they're very focused on the brand aesthetic, right? A lot of the stock photo stuff is very much the natural everything. So read our diary, go read the journal, or is it a blog? We don't know. How sauna can help you survive the summer. This one's, there's a lot here. And this font is kind of funky to read. All right, sorry, sauna. I know you're a local crow, but yeah, C. We'll give this a C, and I'm gonna just delete it. So, Stein HQ. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do a political one. Let's, campaign season's ramping up. Let's do it. Josh Stein for governor. I guess North Carolina's got a governor race going on. Another GIF here. Recent donors cycling through just generic names. And so this looks like everything else that ever gets sent out through. This is probably sent out through actblue.org, right? ActBlue. If you've ever donated to any Democratic candidate in the history of ever, you are permanently on the ActBlue email list, right? I have never signed up. I didn't know who Josh Stein was. I've never signed up for his stuff, but I get a lot of his emails. I get emails from all the people in the surrounding districts and counties and states thinking, hey, my VPN or, all this, like, they don't know where I am, so I get stuff from all sorts of candidates. This is just, why does every campaign email look like this, right? This is going to look like trash in dark mode, for one. I doubt this GIF is a transparent backing, so if this was in dark mode, all this background here, this would all be black. So the blue and the logo would be really, like, it would just look like crap. The text would be, maybe it would switch to white, but it would probably be at some kind of grayscale. The red would not read well. With campaign emails, there's always these really specific numbers that they put in here. And here's the thing, like a specific number, it is better, right? It's, psychologically it gets you there of, okay, that's more attempt. Not like, we need more support, we need more money, right? Okay, fine. But then they say, well, we need 750 supporters. Okay, well, there's, a few million people in North Carolina. Why bother with me, right? So it's just one of those, like, if they had said, we just need contributions from 10 people, and we love it if you were one of them, one of the 10, that could make all the difference, right? Bring that number down to size, especially when they talk about amount of money that they've raised, and that number gets up into the millions. It's just, what are you doing? Anyways, we're trying to talk about Josh. Josh is fighting hard for a safer, stronger North Carolina, but we won't win this race. Mark Robinson is already getting help from, I assume he's running against Mark Robinson. Republican governors spent nearly $1 million to air a new ad attacking Josh. We won't be, see, this is like, there's nothing to get me to give a shit about this. So anyways, the call to action, hey, donate something. I think, I don't know, I think this would be effective if it was one button and it just said like, donate $4.20. Yeah. $6.66. All right. And then, oh, here's Josh all the way down here. Just more like, okay, none of this, it's an F, obviously, this failed because I don't care about any of this. And I am usually pretty up on local politic things, but apparently not, because like they haven't gone out of their way to reach out to me, because I don't get the other guys' stuff because I'm not on their voter roll. But it's like, okay, are you gonna try to get me to show up and vote? You didn't even try. You didn't even try. I'm gonna vote. Don't worry, I'll vote. Let's do. All right, let's do Amazon, because why not? There are people. There are people out there. I got weird shit going on with my eyebrows. There was this thing years back where somebody was just like, Amazon accidentally sent out their email blank template, and here's what you can learn from it. And it was literally just like the most generic whatever, like picture, text, handful of links, right? Like, what can we learn from it? It's just that, they do the same bullshit everybody else does. And it's probably just as effective. But anyways, this specific email, they're book recommendations for David Pennington, right? So if you ever buy, if you ever donate to the Democrats even once, if you even think about reading a book, you wind up on Amazon's book recommendation list. So I get this about once a month, and I know that because I do open them because I like books. Obviously, see all this shit behind me and all the way down there? Books are everywhere here. So I'm always looking for more. These are, I know from other stuff I've seen that these are all pretty, pretty much at the top of the bestseller list, right? All fours and Co-Intelligence right now are an instant New York Times bestseller. So, it's just, this is about as simple as it gets, which is kind of refreshing. It's just like, hey, here's book recommendations for you and you specifically. And the first two things you may like are the things that everybody else likes because it's the instant New York Times bestseller. Also New York Times. And then recommended books, you got stuff from Kindle, you got some Kerouac. Based on your read it, the Fearless Marketing Bible for Life Coaches. $10. Simone's no. I'm not gonna buy it. Like, the email's fine. This is all email. All these links are probably gonna go straight to the sales page. Great. I like this here. It's just like, it's keeping in, like, I have digital credit. I have $1.40 in digital credits I got somewhere. It's like, okay, here's your actual price you're gonna pay, like, if we applied it here, which is cool. So yeah, I mean, it's Amazon and they're fucking evil, so knock them back for that. But yeah, B minus. All right, let's do one more here. Tankara, USA. So this is actually, got this 6 hours ago, but now I'm thinking about it. This is the first email I've gotten from them in like 2 weeks, right? And I usually get several emails a week from them, but so really this is just announcing that they're now launching their exclusive line of flies for fly fishing, right? They make fly fishing rods. Minimal stuff. I've done other YouTube videos on it. Real cool stuff. So yeah, they're now here. You can buy them. Pretty light aesthetic, which I like, right? Because then the actual product here really stands out. So the visual's good. Get your new flies today as the, I don't know, this almost doesn't seem like a button, right? I feel like this needs to either round the corner or actually like some border or something. I don't know. And then limited stock available for this launch, right? So that gives me that sense of urgency, which I appreciate. Yeah, the flies, okay, interesting little information about what's available. So the reason I brought up they haven't got them these emails in like 2 weeks from them is we just had Father's Day last Sunday, and a few weeks before that they sent out an email where, I wish I still had it so I could pull it up, where pretty much it was just, hey, if you want to opt out of the Father's Day emails, just click this button. And it was a link, and that was it. And I clicked on it. So, and it was just like that was really powerful. Like they weren't trying to sell anything except to say, hey, we know that Father's Day isn't great for everybody, right? Maybe you're a dad who's got a complicated relationship with your kids, and you just don't really want to think about it, right? Maybe your dad recently died. Maybe your dad, is still out for cigarettes 20 years later, right? Like they recognize that, right? And so I'm sure, I don't think they did a lot of Mother's Day stuff, but they probably do the same. I think everybody should do that, where we have a little more emotional control over what we're looking at. But this is pretty standard fare for them. This is pretty standard fare for pretty much all retail, I think. Just kind of this template and the way it looks. Gonna give that one a B. I wonder what an A would look like. If this was an A, it'd be some kind of personalized thing about how your exclusive Tankara rod needs its own set of flies, right? A minimal rod, minimal flies, minimalism, something, because that's kind of what they're all about. And then I would make it a super minimal, like I would almost remove the template, turn this into just a kind of a text-based email, and instead of this one really nice big graphic that I'm sure someone worked really hard on this, it looks great, but I would just kind of take it and just have it almost look like, the pictures your uncle sends you of the flies he's tied, and it's just like on his desk and there's shit all over the place, but it's like, look, here it is, and just kind of have those embedded, right? But yeah, kind of get rid of the template. That's what I would do. That would be interesting. I want to see how that goes. So if Tankara ever sees that, maybe you should try this. So yeah. Okay, that's like 5 of them. I'm gonna shut this down and then go back and organize the rest. They got more emails and tweets. Oh my God, there's too much. There's too much here. Oh, okay.